All right, traders, lock in for this one because Tradoor is setting up for a decisive moment, and if you pay attention to the structure, you'll notice the market is quietly revealing its next big move. As you can see, price has recently pulled back into structure for the first time after a strong push, and this is where things start to get interesting. When you zoom out just a bit, you'll clearly see that the overall flow of the market is still bullish. We are consistently forming higher highs and higher lows, and that alone tells us that the bigger picture direction is still uptrend, meaning buyers are still in control on the higher time frame. But that is only the surface of the story. If you look closely around this zone right here, you'll notice something even more powerful. A major resistance level has officially flipped into a strong support level. This level is not just any level, it has been rejecting price heavily in the past. Every time price tapped this area, sellers stepped in and forced the market down, creating multiple rejections. But this time, something unusual happened. Price came back to this same zone, broke through it with strength, and continued pushing upward without hesitation. That breakout completely changed the identity of the level. What used to be a barrier for buyers has now transformed into a foundation for them. Because of that breakout, this zone has now become our key support level, the level that will decide whether buyers continue to dominate or whether sellers step back into the picture. This is why this area is extremely important for us moving forward. So here's the plan going into the next move. If Tradoor pulls back to that support area around $3.20 and gives us a clear bullish candlestick formation, something like a strong engulfing candle, a pin bar, or any sign of rejection, then that is a high probability entry for a continuation buy. We simply follow the main trend, which is still pushing upward. That setup alone can give a clean move to the upside. However, if the market fails to respect that support level and instead breaks below it with a strong bearish candle, then the narrative changes completely. Once that support is broken, buyers lose their advantage and sellers are more likely to take control. And the moment that happens, the same $3.20 level flips from support back into resistance. At that point, we do not rush into any trade. We stay patient. We wait for price to retest that broken level from below. And if the retest gives us a bearish confirmation, that's where we sell from, targeting lower levels as the market shifts in favor of the sellers. So in summary, the market is still in a clean uptrend, structure is intact, and the previous resistance has flipped into a strong support. The $3.20 level is the key zone that will determine the next directional move. If price comes back and respects it, we buy. If price breaks below it and retests, we sell. Traders, what do you think? Will buyers step in and defend the $3.20 zone? Or are sellers preparing to flip the level and take control? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's see who gets it right. Until then, trade safe, stay disciplined, and I will see you in the next video.